What if every step left a mark? In this magical snow, secrets hide. Every creature leaves a story behind. But what happens when they disappear? Ancient legends speak of vanishing animals. One tale tells of a lost spirit. It protects the forest from darkness. But the balance is shifting. Something is disturbing the peace. What creature roams these haunted woods? Could it be the guardian turned rogue? Once a protector, now a threat. The forest calls for a hero. Can they restore the balance? A showdown with the rogue guardian awaits. Will the forest survive this trial? In the heart of the woods, truth is revealed. Only then can the spirit find peace. And every step will leave a new mark. In this magical snow, every act matters. What if love was the ultimate power? In a land ruled by dreams, the queen had a dark secret. She could control dreams, but her power came with a terrible price. One day, a stranger arrived. He sought to unravel her magic. His love could break her curse. But would she risk it all? As dreams collided with reality, the queen faced an impossible choice. Would she sacrifice her power for love? In the end, her heart spoke louder. Together they rewrote destiny. And love became the true magic. Her story spread, inspiring many. Love, not power, was the greatest strength. The queen became a legend, reminding all that true magic is love. What if time was a living thing? In this place, every second counts. Legend says it holds memories. Each tick could reveal a secret, but only if you listen closely. One night, a strange sound emerged. It whispered of a hidden treasure, but only the brave would dare to search. They faced dangerous challenges ahead. Time would be their greatest enemy. As they ventured deeper, time twisted. Moments from their past haunted them. Every choice echoed in time's corridors. Would they change their fate, or would time consume them? In the end, time's secret was revealed. But it came with a terrifying truth. Time is more than just a measure. It's a living entity that watches. And it holds the power to change everything. What if vegetables could talk? In a hidden corner, secrets unfold. These veggies have one mission: cooperation. But one day a stranger appears. A pickle claims it knows the truth. It whispers of an ancient rivalry that could tear them apart. But can they trust the pickle? As alliances form, betrayals surface. One brave tomato decides to investigate. What it discovers is unbelievable. These seeds hold the key to unity. But will they share the knowledge? A vote must decide their fate. The outcome is a shocking twist. Together they find strength in unity. Their cooperation transforms the garden. And the pickle becomes a hero. What started as chaos ended in friendship. Will you join their adventure? Once there was a bear who hated sharing. His name was Bruno, and he hoarded food. One day his friends needed help. They were trapped by a hungry wolf. Bruno heard their cries for help, but he hesitated, not wanting to share. Then he remembered his childhood. His friends had always shared with him. Suddenly he felt a shift in his heart. He rushed to help his friends. Together they confronted the wolf. But Bruno had a plan. He shared his food to distract the wolf. The wolf was caught off guard. In that moment, Bruno learned true generosity. They worked together, defeating the wolf. Bruno's heart was now full of joy. He realized sharing made him stronger. From that day on, Bruno loved sharing. And everyone learned the power of generosity.
In the heart of a lush forest, tiny creatures called probiotics lived in harmony. They danced through the trees, spreading joy and health wherever they went. One day, a dark cloud loomed, casting a shadow over the forest. The probiotics knew they had to act fast. They joined forces, creating a magical shield that protected the forest from harm. As the cloud vanished, the forest thrived, and the probiotics celebrated their victory. But the twist? The cloud was a test, sent by the wise old owl to teach the probiotics the power of unity and health. Once upon a time, in a mystical ocean, the wind and the sea were best friends. The wind loved to dance across the water, creating waves that sang melodies. One day, the wind blew too hard, causing a storm. The sea was upset, and the creatures below were frightened. The wind apologized, realizing its power could be both beautiful and destructive. To make amends, The wind gently guided warm currents to the cold waters, creating a rainbow. The sea forgave the wind, and they learned to work together, balancing nature's harmony. The moral power must be used wisely.
The rainbow bird has a dark secret, but it's not just about beauty. Its colors can deceive you, hiding a dangerous truth. Legends say it entraps its prey, using its charm to lure them in. Then it reveals its true nature. With a flash, it strikes. But here's the twist. Not everything is as it seems. The rainbow bird's lies lead to hollow victories. Its beauty brings temporary joy, but truth is more powerful than deception. In the end, honesty prevails. The rainbow bird learns that trust is vital, and that honesty can bring true freedom. So remember, honesty always counts. For in the end, it's about connection, and the truth will always shine through. What if clouds held secrets? Legends say they whisper stories. But what happens when you dare to listen? They reveal lost tales of the past, tales of forgotten realms and lost treasures. But beware, these clouds guard their secrets. One explorer went too far. They vanished without a trace. Only whispers of their fate remain, stories of betrayal and lost love, and warnings of coming storms. But the bravest still venture forth. They seek answers in the sky, discovering mysteries beyond imagination. What lies beyond the veil of clouds? They say the skies hold magic, but only the bold will find it. Will you join the journey, or will you let the clouds win? The choice is yours to make. Did you know giraffes can dream? But this giraffe had a crazy ambition. He wanted to touch the stars. Many laughed, calling it ridiculous. But this giraffe was determined. Every night it tried harder and harder, until one night something unexpected happened. It leaped higher than ever before. But was it enough? Then a miracle occurred. It felt the stars' embrace. In that moment it realized anything is possible. Dreams have the power to inspire others. Now they all dream bigger. It taught them to never give up. And so the legend of the starry giraffe began. It became a symbol of hope. Years later, its story still inspires us. What will you dream of tonight? Did you know a bell can spread joy? This bell is called the Cloche de Rêves. It was created in France in 1923. Legend says it grants 3 wishes. But there's a catch: you must share joy. One man discovered its true power. He wished for wealth but received nothing. Frustrated, he wished for fame. Yet still he felt empty inside. Then he made a different wish. He wished for happiness for others. Suddenly he felt fulfilled. The bell rang and joy spread everywhere. His story inspired others to share joy. Now the Cloche de Rêves rings daily. Could this bell change your life too? What will you wish for? Share joy. The queen's greatest mistake was hidden. She trusted the wrong advisor. This advisor had a dark secret. He plotted to overthrow the queen. But the queen had her suspicions. She decided to investigate further. What she discovered was terrifying. They planned to kill her during the festival. The queen quickly devised a counterplan. She invited the advisor to the festival. But she had a trap set for him. As he approached, the crowd turned. The advisor was caught red-handed. In a shocking twist, he revealed a bigger plot. He wasn't working alone. Others were involved. Now the queen had to act fast. A secret alliance was formed that night. Together they would uncover the truth. The festival became a battlefield. In the end, the queen emerged victorious. But the scars of betrayal ran deep. Once there was a lonely apple who dreamed of sharing joy. But nobody wanted to take a bite. Days passed and the apple felt forgotten. Then one day a little girl appeared. She picked it up with a big smile. But her friends shouted, "Don't eat it." They thought it was rotten inside. But the apple had a sweet secret. It was filled with laughter and happiness. The girl took a bite and everything changed. All her friends joined in, sharing joy. Soon the apple was never alone again. It learned that happiness thrives through sharing. And so the apple became a legend. A tale of how one apple changed everything. Remember, joy grows when we share. What will you share today? Think about it. Did you know swans can take lives? In ancient times they were feared. One swan was believed to haunt a castle. It was said to guard a treasure. Many tried to claim the gold, but the swan attacked fiercely. One brave soul challenged the swan. He discovered the true legend. The swan was a guardian spirit. Only the pure of heart could pass. He returned with the treasure untouched. The legend of the swan endured through time. But what if the swan's curse lives on? Every year, a villager disappears. Could the swan be behind it all? Some say the swan demands a sacrifice. What happens if they refuse? Could it be a misunderstanding? Or is there a deeper secret hidden? The truth about the swan awaits discovery. What if trees could speak? This tree holds centuries of wisdom. Legends say it witnessed ancient civilizations. But one event changed everything. It was the day of the great betrayal. One villager sought revenge against the tree. They believed it cursed their land. But the tree's secret was far more powerful. It held the key to healing their land. The villagers had to choose wisely. In the end, they embraced the tree's wisdom. The tree became a symbol of peace. But the legend didn't end there. What happens when greed returns? The tree's true power is still unknown. Will they protect it from future threats? The tree waits, listening to their stories. What secrets will it share next? The journey of the tree has only begun. The truth behind dreams is shocking. What if your dreams held secrets? In 1973, a man discovered something incredible. He began documenting his dreams. But what he found was disturbing. Dreams of tragedy and despair plagued him. Then he faced unimaginable loss. His dreams began to predict the future. He warned others, but they didn't believe him. Until the day everything changed. His predictions came true. A disaster struck. Finally, he had to face the truth. His dreams were more than just dreams. They were a warning. What he did next was unexpected. He shared his dreams to save lives. But not everyone was grateful. Some wanted to silence him. His life was now in danger. All because of the truth he uncovered. Did you know a single drop changed everything? This is the story of La Goutte d'Eau Courage Use. It all started in a small village. One child dreamed of greatness, but faced constant discouragement. Then came the storm. The village was in danger. But the child saw an opportunity. A plan was formed. Save the village. They would build a dam. But time was running out. They struggled against the rising waters. Just when hope seemed lost, a miracle happened. The village was saved. And the child became a hero. Now every drop counts. Even the smallest can be great. Remember, courage can come from the smallest. Did you know harps can whisper? They're said to speak to the heart. In ancient times they were sacred. But one harp changed everything. It belonged to a famous lover. She played it to seduce her enemies. But one note struck a dark chord. Her music summoned lost spirits. One night they returned for revenge. She had to make a choice. Would she sacrifice her love? Or let the spirits consume her? In the end she chose freedom. The spirits vanished, but at a cost. Now the harp whispers of her love. A tale of music and sacrifice. What secrets does your music hold? A turtle discovered a magical secret that could change everything. One morning time stopped for him. He noticed everything was different. Time revealed hidden wonders. But there was a catch. He had to learn patience. Days turned into weeks. Yet he felt stronger. Finally, a test awaited him. He had to cross it slowly. With every step, time flowed back. And he felt alive. The magic of patience transformed him. He became the guardian of time. And the forest thrived under his watch. Remember, patience is a magical gift. In a small town, an unexpected star appeared. No one knew its origin. Some claimed it was a sign. Others whispered of ancient legends. But one boy felt a connection. He believed it was calling him. His friends laughed and mocked him. But he remained determined. Then something incredible happened. The star began to descend. It landed in the town square. And then it transformed. The figure spoke of believing in oneself. The boy felt a surge of confidence. He realized the star was him. Everyone began to believe. The star showed them that everyone can shine. From that day forward, they never forgot. Believe in yourself and you can shine bright. What if dreams could come alive? In a hidden world, dreams whisper. But only the determined can enter. Legend says perseverance unlocks the magic. For every dream there's a challenge. Many have tried and failed before her. But she carries a secret within. Guided by ancient spirits, she faces the first trial. Will her bravery be enough? Then an unexpected ally appears. Together they unravel the mysteries. But danger lurks in the shadows. A clash of wills begins. With each challenge, her resolve strengthens. But will she uncover the truth? A shocking revelation awaits. Only by embracing her fears can she succeed. In the end, dreams require courage and action. Will you dare to chase your dreams? Did you know foxes can outsmart you? In fact, they have thousands of tricks. One fox in particular, Renard, was legendary. He could trick even the wisest of animals. But there was a dark secret. Renard had made enemies in the forest. One fateful night, they decided to act. They set a trap to catch him. But Renard had overheard their plans. He turned the tables, luring them in. The animals fell for his deceptive charm. Now Renard was the master of the forest. But his cleverness came with a price. He was now feared but also lonely. In the end, he realized friends are priceless. So he used his wits for good. And in return, he found true companionship. Renard became a legend not for tricks but for his kindness and wisdom. And that's how Renard changed the forest forever. What if differences could unite us? In a world of conflict, harmony seems impossible. Yet history shows us a different path. In 1945, a miracle happened. Nations came together, setting aside differences. But what if it didn't stop there? Could we thrive instead of just survive? Studies show diversity boosts creativity. But fear still holds us back. Every difference is a potential strength. Imagine a world where differences are celebrated. In 2023, we have the power to change. Social media can connect us like never before. But it takes courage to step forward. Let's build the bridge together. It starts with one step, one conversation. What will you contribute to this harmony? Together we can create a symphony. Join the movement for unity. Did you know birds can forgive? This isn't just a fairy tale. One bird's pain led to a journey. It lost its friend to betrayal. But what if forgiveness is the key? Days turned to weeks of loneliness, until one day it heard a familiar song. The second bird was back. But could it trust again? A moment of silence hung in the air. Then the second bird offered a gift. A token of friendship, a promise. Could this gesture change everything? Forgiveness isn't easy, but it's powerful. Together they began a new adventure. In the face of betrayal, they chose love. Their story teaches us compassion. Forgiveness can heal even the deepest wounds. Will you choose forgiveness too? What if the ocean holds more than treasure? In the depths lies the pearl of the magical ocean. Legends say it grants wishes. But it's not just a myth. In 1975, a fisherman found it, but his life changed forever. He wished for wealth, but it came with a price. His family faced unimaginable tragedies. The deeper the wish, the steeper the cost. Many sought the pearl, but most vanished. Rumors spread of a curse tied to its power. Despite the warnings, greed beckons them. What happened when they finally found it? A storm erupted, claiming their lives. The ocean holds secrets, but also tragedies. Today, the pearl remains hidden, waiting. Will you seek the pearl of the magical ocean? Remember, not all treasures bring happiness. A queen once lost everything, but found hope in a mysterious butterfly. This butterfly carried a hidden truth. It revealed secrets of the kingdom's past. But danger lurked in every corner. A rival sought to seize her throne. With the butterfly's guidance, she prepared for battle. The night before the fight, she dreamed a vision. They warned her of betrayal. She awoke with a new resolve. The battle began and chaos unleashed. In the midst of conflict, the butterfly returned. It revealed the true traitor. With swift action, she confronted him. But he had a dark secret. The queen had to make a choice. In a moment of bravery, she disarmed him. The battle turned and victory was within reach. But the price of victory was high. In the end, she found her truth. She learned to embrace her journey. What if flowers could kill? In 1850, 17 people died. The cause? A poisonous bouquet. Victorians believed flowers were safe. But they had no idea. One woman had a hidden agenda. She poisoned her wealthy husband. His favorite flower was deadly nightshade. She thought she'd get away with it. But secrets have a way of coming out. The truth was revealed and chaos ensued. He was sentenced to death. All for the love of flowers. This is the dark history of Victorian blooms. Will you trust flowers again? Or will you remember their deadly past? Flowers can bring joy but also death. What did you think of this story? Like and subscribe for more dark tales. Once a little dragon was terrified of something that seemed so normal. Fire was a mystery to him. His friends laughed, mocking his fear. But he couldn't help but wonder, what if fire could be useful? Then one day, disaster struck. A fire broke out in the forest. His friends were panicking, but he remembered his dream. What if he could control it? He took a step forward, breathing fire. To his surprise, it worked. He turned his fear into strength. Together they fought the fire. The forest was saved thanks to him. He learned that overcoming fear can be empowering. And he became a hero in his own story. No longer afraid of fire but embracing it. This little dragon transformed his weaknesses. Fear turned into power, a true transformation. Once a fairy lost her magic. She faced a terrifying challenge. Without her powers, she felt hopeless. But she vowed to try again. She embarked on a dangerous journey. Each setback made her stronger. Then she met a wise mentor. He revealed her inner strength. Her journey was about believing. Then she faced her greatest fear. She realized something shocking. Her magic was never lost. It was within her all along. She returned to help others, teaching them to never give up. Her story spread like wildfire, and she became a legend, a reminder that magic comes from within. So never abandon your dreams. Believe in yourself and you can fly. In a land where unicorns exist, one little unicorn made a promise. But keeping promises isn't easy. A storm approaches, threatening everything. But why did it make this promise? A friend in need depends on it. It must face its fears to save its friend. Every step feels like a battle. Then a mysterious figure appears. Could this be the key to success? But the unicorn must trust the unknown. Finally, it takes the leap of faith. A hidden treasure awaits at the end. The promise was kept against all odds. In the end, keeping promises brings joy. And sometimes it means facing your fears. Will you keep your promises too? Because true magic lies in trust. Embrace your journey and believe. In a kingdom where stars listen, one secret changed everything. Legend says the stars whisper truths, but no one knows who listens. Until one night, everything changed. A falling star landed, awakening an ancient friendship. But this creature held a secret. It could hear every wish made. But wishes come with consequences. One wish could change the kingdom's fate. And the girl had to choose wisely. As the stars watched, a choice was made that night. And the kingdom would never be the same. Friendship and sacrifice intertwined. What happens when stars listen? The answer lies in their story. Will you join their adventure? In a world where friendship reigns supreme. Did you know a smile can change everything? In a world full of chaos, one simple smile can ignite hope. But what if I told you that smiles have a dark secret? In 2009, scientists discovered smiles can be contagious. But for some, it was a dangerous game. In a tiny town, smiles were vanishing. People began to notice, whispers spread. Then came the strangest revelation. A curse linked to every disappearing smile. They learned that smiles could heal or harm. But the real question remained, who was behind it? The answer would change everything. It was a smile thief stealing joy. Caught in the act, people began to fight back. They created a smile campaign. And slowly joy began to return. But the thief was still out there. Will smiles ever be safe again? Stay tuned for the next chapter. The Dream Queen knows a secret. It's not spells or potions but love. In her kingdom, love changes everything. But one heart was broken. Her name was Alara and she lost her love. He vanished under mysterious circumstances. Rumors spread of a dark curse. The Dream Queen felt the disturbance. She summoned Alara for a fate-changing meeting. Alara revealed her heart's wish. She wanted to know the truth. But the truth was more tragic than she imagined. He was sacrificed to break a spell. Alara had to choose. Would she sacrifice her own happiness? The Dream Queen offered her guidance. Love's magic revealed its true power. Alara's love returned, but at a cost. The Dream Queen smiled, knowing love is the greatest magic. Because in the end, love conquers all. What if a feather could change everything? This isn't just any feather. It's enchanted. It belonged to the Dream Queen herself. Legend says it can help you write your destiny. But there's a dark secret behind it. Many have tried to manipulate its power. But only one child succeeded, or so they thought. Until a twist of fate changed everything. The feather chose its next wielder. And it wasn't who you expected. The cat had its own destiny to fulfill. Suddenly, the child was pulled into a dream world. Here, dreams and reality blur in unexpected ways. But the Dream Queen had her own plans. Each choice could lead to danger or wonder. And the feather? It held the key. Would they write their own happy ending? Or unleash a nightmare upon the world? The choice was theirs and time was running out. What will happen next? The adventure awaits. What if teamwork could change everything? In a world of magic and friendship, they faced a terrifying challenge. A powerful storm was coming to destroy their home. But one fairy had a brilliant idea. They needed to work together. Each fairy had a special talent. But could they combine their strengths? Just when hope seemed lost, they discovered a hidden power within. Together they pushed back the storm. Their teamwork had saved the day. They learned that together they are stronger. And their friendship would last forever. But what if the storm returns? Could they face the next challenge? Only time will tell if their teamwork prevails. What if time was alive? Meet the Dream Queen. She shows kids their precious moments. But one child sees a dark truth. Time is slipping away. The Dream Queen reveals her secret. Each moment lost is a memory gone. One brave child steps forward. We can save time. Together they must fight for their moments. The clock begins to slow down. But will it be enough to stop time? Then comes the ultimate test. The children must believe. A brilliant light shines through. Time is saved, but at what cost? The kids learn to cherish every second. Every moment is a gift. What will they do next? Their journey to treasure time begins now. A carpenter faced a mysterious challenge. He was guided by the Dream Queen, but she had a secret to share. He must build with love, not anger. But why did it matter so much? His home had been a battlefield. The Dream Queen revealed heartbreaking truths. Anger built walls, but love could tear them down. He hesitated, doubt creeping in. But the Dream Queen's presence inspired him. He picked up his tools with renewed purpose. Each plank he cut was filled with love. He built walls that could embrace. Neighbors began to notice the change. They felt the warmth of his new home. But would it be enough to heal old wounds? He welcomed everyone in, breaking barriers. The Dream Queen smiled, knowing love conquered all. And so, a new chapter began, filled with hope. The night sky holds a secret. But what if they could paint it? The Dream Queen appears, whispering magic. She offers them creativity beyond imagination. With her guidance, they begin to create. Each stroke reveals a hidden story. But one child discovers a dark secret. The Dream Queen warns, beware the shadows. Can they overcome the darkness together? Their creativity becomes a powerful shield. But the shadows fight back with vengeance. A sudden twist. One child is missing. They must rescue their friend. The final battle against the shadows begins. In a twist of fate, friendship conquers all. Their art becomes a legend told for ages. And in every star, a story continues. What secrets do you see in the night? A golden fish can change everything. But what if your wish backfires? She wished for wealth, unaware of the cost. Suddenly, everything began to change. She met the Dream Queen, a mysterious figure. The queen revealed the truth about wealth. True wealth isn't about money, but the love and joy we share. Suddenly, a choice appeared before her. Wealth or love? She chose the path of love. And the Dream Queen smiled, knowing true wealth. Wealth is understanding what truly matters. Not the gold, but the moments we cherish. The golden fish vanished, leaving wisdom behind. In the end, she was rich beyond measure. Because true wealth is found in love. And that's how a wish can transform everything. So, what will you wish for next? The Dream Queen had a secret. Every night, her bell rang softly. But why was it enchanted? Legend says it grants happiness. Yet, one villager felt left out. His name was Eli, and he was forgotten. Determined, he climbed the hill. What he discovered was unexpected. The bell was guarded by 3 spirits. They demanded a sacrifice for happiness. But Eli had a plan. He offered his loneliness instead. The spirits were taken aback. Then the bell rang louder than ever. Eli felt weight lifted from his heart. From that day on, he was never lonely. The Dream Queen smiled, her magic fulfilled. And the villagers celebrated each night. What was once forgotten became legend. The end of loneliness, the beginning of joy. Did you know parrots can talk? but this one teaches a lesson. With the Dream Queen beside him, together they explore the value of honesty. But not all is as it seems. A trickster wants to disrupt them. It whispers lies to the parrot. The parrot starts doubting its own wisdom. Meanwhile, the Dream Queen feels something wrong. She knows she must act fast. She confronts the trickster directly. He reveals his true intention: to steal the parrot's wisdom. But the parrot stands up for itself. Together they defeat the trickster. And the parrot learns the true power of honesty. They vow to spread this lesson, because honesty is the greatest gift. And together they will always protect it. What if clouds could carry you? Meet the Dream Queen, guardian of dreams. She whispers secrets of the unseen world. But there's a hidden challenge ahead. They must face their fears to continue. What secrets lie within that darkness? It's a guardian of nightmares. The Dream Queen stands firm, unyielding. But the children must help her. Together they confront the darkness. The nightmare retreats, defeated. And now the sky is the limit. They discover the joy of exploration. Each cloud holds a new adventure. But one cloud hides a mystery. What happens when they dare to enter? Inside they find a lost treasure. And a legend waiting to be told. They realize their journey is just the beginning. What awaits them in the vast unknown? In a mystical forest, a little bear learns about the power of generosity. One day the Dream Queen appeared. Her crown held mystical light, which she chose to share with the bear. The bear felt the warmth of generosity. But soon, a shadowy figure threatened the forest. Could the bear protect his friends? The queen offered her light to help him. Together they faced the darkness. But the darkness had a surprise. It was a misunderstood creature longing for friendship, not fear. The queen's light revealed the truth. And that's when the bear learned real generosity. It's about sharing light with others. In the end, they formed an unbreakable bond. Generosity can change the world. Will you share your light with others? Have you heard of the Dream Queen? She planted a magical seed, but this wasn't just any seed. As the days passed, it began to grow. But something strange happened. The tree began to whisper secrets. Villagers claimed it could grant wishes. But at what price? One wished for wealth, but he lost everything. Another sought love, only to find it was an illusion. Then came the Dream Queen again. She knew she had to intervene. With a wave of her hand, she banished the darkness. The tree transformed into a tree of kindness. Now it grows only love. But the legend warns, be careful what you wish for. The Dream Queen smiles, knowing the truth. In the end, kindness must be earned. In the dark sky, a star shines brightly. But this isn't just any star. It's a star that refuses to fade. Children gaze up, wondering why. They hear whispers of its power. Legend says it grants wishes. One brave child dares to wish. But the star tests them first. They must believe in themselves. Each child closes their eyes. They whisper their dreams. Suddenly, the star explodes with light. A wave of energy sweeps over them. They realize their strength lies within. The star teaches them to believe. They shout their wishes into the night. And so, they learn to never give up. The glowing star remains, forever shining. A beacon for all who dream. Mistakes can change everything. But learning from them can change lives. One child felt lost and confused. He thought he'd never get it right. But the Dream Queen whispered, "Try again." Then the wizard shared a surprising secret. He said, "Mistakes are lessons." As they listened, they felt hope rising. Each mistake turned into a stepping stone. But one child faced a huge challenge. Would she let her fear win? The Dream Queen appeared, saying, "Believe in yourself." Then the wizard added, "You can do it." Taking a deep breath, she took the leap. And she landed on solid ground. The Dream Queen smiled. "See? You can learn." With each lesson, they felt stronger together. Mistakes are not failures, but opportunities. And every chance to learn is a chance to shine. So remember, mistakes are your greatest teachers. Embrace them and you will find your magic. Glowing footprints appeared overnight mysteriously. Children gathered, curiosity in their eyes. But whose magic was this? They followed, hearts racing. Suddenly, a whisper filled the air. The Dream Queen summoned them closer. He had a secret to share. Every footprint held a wish. But wishes come with a price. One child stepped forward, fearless. What would they sacrifice for their dreams? The Dream Queen smiled, testing their resolve. One by one they made their choices. But not all wishes end in joy. What they gained they could lose. Then a choice appeared before them. Together they could change everything. They stepped through, bravery shining bright. What lies beyond the portal? In a world of dreams, anything is possible. A drop of water can change everything. But this tiny drop has a secret. It holds the dreams of a kingdom. Once it was just a small brook, until a great drought struck. The brook was dying, left to wither away. But then the Dream Queen appeared. She spoke to the water, urging it to rise. And the drop answered with courage. From a tiny droplet to a mighty river, the river brought life back to the land. But darkness lurked, threatening to return. Evil forces sought to steal the river's power. The Dream Queen rallied her people. They prepared for a great battle. The night before, a whisper of doubt arose. Would the river's magic be enough? At dawn, the battle began with a roar. The river surged with newfound strength. In the end, courage prevailed. From a drop to a mighty river, she changed fate. What if truth could change your life? This mirror holds a shocking secret. It reveals the power of honesty. But not everyone is ready for the truth. One young girl discovers her hidden fears. What will she choose to see? Truth can empower or destroy. What if she sees something shocking? Could honesty really change her fate? The Dream Queen whispers, "Face your truth." In that moment, she finds her courage. She sees the truth she feared, and realizes it's her greatest strength. But the shadowy figure is not finished. They want to silence the truth. Will she stand against the darkness? With truth as her armor, she fights back. In the end, truth prevails. She learned that truth is not just powerful. It's a transformative force. What truth will you face today? In a world of tricks and traps, lived a fox known for his cleverness. But this fox had a dark secret. He used his skills for tricks, not kindness. One fateful day, he met the Dream Queen. She offered him a choice. Use his cleverness for good instead. But the fox hesitated. Could he change? Then a crisis struck the forest. The fox saw his chance to prove himself. He used his cleverness to save them. The Dream Queen watched, filled with pride. The fox realized his true potential. From that day on, he became the guardian of kindness. The Dream Queen smiled, knowing he chose wisely. And so the forest thrived under the new hero. But would the fox always remain true? Only time would reveal if he could stay good. His story would echo through the ages. What if a key changed everything? This key unlocks a hidden secret, but only for the pure of heart. Many have tried but failed miserably. One child, however, felt a spark. She closed her eyes and whispered a wish. Suddenly, the key began to glow warmly. It revealed the secret of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a word, it's life-changing. But there's a catch. Not everyone can hold the key. Those with selfish hearts will fail. The child must protect it. Will the child succeed in spreading gratitude? Or will the darkness consume the light? As the final moment approaches, time ticks away. In the last second, a decision must be made. Choose the path of gratitude and unlock a new world of possibilities. Gratitude can change everything. In the enchanted garden, magic awaits. But one little turtle is impatient. It rushes to explore every corner. But the garden holds secrets. Every flower has a story to tell. The Dream Queen appears unexpectedly. She whispers, "Patience is key here." But the turtle doesn't understand. It races ahead, missing out on wonders, until it stumbles upon a hidden pond. Here the magic feels different. Suddenly the pond begins to shimmer. The Dream Queen smiles from afar. Now the turtle feels connected to everything. It learns that patience brings true magic. From that day on, it takes its time, and the enchanted garden thrives with its presence. What lessons will you learn in your journey? What if a bridge could change everything? They weren't just crossing, they were learning. Who is the Dream Queen? She holds the secrets of friendship. But there's a catch. Only those who truly believe can pass. One child steps forward bravely. She whispers, "I believe." Suddenly the bridge shimmers. One by one they follow her lead. Together they discover unity. But wait, a storm brews behind them. Will they make it across in time? They reach the end, but at what cost? They've learned the true meaning of friendship, and now they must protect it. Together they are stronger than ever. This is just the beginning of their adventure. What will they discover next? Stay tuned. What if a dragon feared his own fire? Meet the Dream Queen, a mystical figure. She senses the dragon's fear. His flames could destroy entire villages, but he refuses to breathe fire. The Dream Queen approaches gently. She whispers, "Your fire is a gift." But he can't see beyond the flames. The queen shares tales of bravery. She reveals ancient legends of fire wielders. He learns about their courageous hearts. But doubt still lingers in his heart. The queen stands firm, encouraging him. Then a crisis strikes the village. His flames could save them, if only he dared. The Dream Queen shouts, "Now is your moment." With one deep breath, he roars. He saves the village, becoming their hero. The Dream Queen smiles, proud of his bravery. He learns that fire can be a force for good. What if trees could talk? This tree holds ancient secrets. But who is the Dream Queen? Her smile hides a mysterious past. The tree begins to share wisdom. It speaks of lost dreams and hope. But then a shadow looms. The Dream Queen's expression changes. What could threaten this peaceful world? The tree knows of a hidden enemy. A villain from the past returns. The tree and queen unite against this threat. Together they awaken the forest. But the battle is far from over. Will their wisdom and courage prevail? The Dream Queen reveals a hidden power. A final showdown approaches. In a flash, the truth is unveiled. Will they choose redemption or destruction? The tree's wisdom holds the key to peace. And with a choice, the dream world transforms. The Dream Queen reveals a shocking truth. What if honesty could change everything? Once, in a distant land, a lie sparked chaos. A boy named Leo told a small lie, but it spiraled into a huge disaster. Leo's lie led to a dangerous creature appearing. The creature demanded truth or else. Leo realized he had to come clean. With a deep breath, he spoke the truth. And suddenly, the creature disappeared. The village learned that honesty holds power. From that day on, they chose truth over lies. The Dream Queen smiles, sharing wisdom. Honesty can light up the darkest paths and bring about unexpected magic. What will you choose? Truth or lies? The choice could change your destiny. Remember, honesty is the key to magic. Will you unlock your own magical truth? The adventure of honesty awaits you. In a land of magic, the Dream Queen watches over him. But the unicorn feels afraid. He dreams of being brave. Until one day, everything changes. A shadowy figure appears. The Dream Queen's voice echoes, "Be brave." But doubt creeps into his heart. Then a challenge arises. Will he let fear take over? In that moment, he remembers the Dream Queen. He takes a deep breath and charges at the creature. His heart races with courage. The creature retreats in surprise. Victory! The unicorn has overcome his fears. Now he knows courage is within. Guided by the Dream Queen, he shines. A little unicorn, now a hero. In a forest, a magical queen appears. But her powers are hidden. Two children wander, feeling lost. They stumble upon the queen's glade. But wait, she's not alone. They share stories of kindness. But darkness looms, a villain approaches. They must act fast to save kindness. The children learn the power of kindness. But the villain has other plans. A battle for kindness begins. They discover a hidden strength. The villain is defeated, kindness prevails. The queen bestows a gift upon them. They realize kindness is the greatest magic. Their adventure becomes a legend. And kindness spreads like wildfire. Will you join the quest for kindness?
One tiny accident changed everything. They broke their friend's most cherished toy. Suddenly, guilt washed over their face. They could feel their friend's heartbreak. What could they do to fix this? It was time to learn the power of apology. With a heartfelt voice, they said, "I'm sorry." The friend's eyes widened in surprise. Could a simple apology really help? Then, a small smile crept in. They hugged, feeling the warmth of friendship. The broken toy still lay there, but their bond was stronger than ever. They learned that true apologies mend hearts. And sometimes, it's not just about the toy. It's about the love we share. A true apology mends more than objects. Friendship is the greatest treasure. Remember, always say, "I'm sorry." It heals wounds and creates bonds. A turtle faced off against a fast rabbit. Everyone laughed. thinking the rabbit would win. The race began with a sudden burst. The rabbit sprinted ahead, feeling confident. But the turtle kept moving, slow and steady. Then the rabbit made a huge mistake. It decided to take a nap. Meanwhile, the turtle kept going, unbothered. As time passed, the rabbit slept soundly. But then, a sudden realization struck. The turtle was almost at the finish line. The rabbit dashed, but it was too late. The turtle crossed the line, victorious. Everyone was shocked. The turtle had won. The rabbit learned a valuable lesson. Patience. They realized truly wins a race. And from that day on, they became great friends. A story of patience and friendship. Remember, slow and steady can truly win. Did you know dragons can be shy? But this dragon had a secret. He hoarded treasure, but felt lonely. One day, he met a curious child. The child asked, "Can I see your treasure?" At first, the dragon refused, but the child's persistence won him over. They shared stories about their lives. The dragon realized sharing brought joy. Soon, more children came to visit. The dragon's treasure became a playground. He learned that sharing made him richer. But the children had a secret too. They wanted to protect their friend. One night, danger approached, but the children stood firm. Together, they confronted the threat. The dragon roared, and the threat fled. From then on, they were a family, and the dragon learned that love is the greatest treasure. One day, a little rabbit discovered a golden carrot. But this wasn't an ordinary carrot. It had the power to teach kindness. But the rabbit was selfish. Soon, the forest began to change. Nature's magic started to fade away. Then, a wise old owl intervened. He warned, "Share the carrot or lose everything." The rabbit faced a hard choice. Finally, he decided to share. Suddenly, the forest came alive again. The rabbit learned that kindness is magic. He vowed to always spread joy. But what if he forgot again? Would the magic fade away once more? In a world where kindness is key, the rabbit learned to share and care. And so, the golden carrot changed everything. What will happen if kindness is forgotten? Remember, kindness is magic. What if a carrot changed everything? One day, he stumbled upon a golden carrot. But this was no ordinary carrot. It whispered secrets of kindness and love. Intrigued, he decided to take it home. But his neighbors were not friendly. They mocked him for his find. Yet, he felt the carrot's warmth. Then, a tragedy struck the meadow. A young rabbit was injured in the chaos. The little rabbit remembered the carrot's wisdom. He rushed to help, guided by kindness. But would the carrot truly heal? To everyone's disbelief, it worked. The meadow was filled with joy once more. They realized kindness was a true treasure. From that day, they shared everything. The golden carrot had taught them well. Kindness truly is the greatest gift. And so, the legend of the golden carrot spread, teaching all about kindness forever.
Once in a village, a clock tower stood tall, its hands frozen in time. The villagers believed it was cursed, for anyone who tried to fix it vanished. One day, a brave squirrel named Nutty decided to climb the tower. As he reached the top, he found a magical acorn lodged in the clock's gears. Nutty removed it, and the clock began to tick again. Suddenly, the village transformed into a lush forest. The twist? The village was always meant to be a forest, and the clock was protecting it. Nutty learned that sometimes change is necessary for growth. Once upon a time, in a land where cars roamed like wild horses, a magical electric vehicle named Sparkle appeared. Unlike the noisy, smoke-belching cars, Sparkle glided silently, powered by the sun and wind. The other cars laughed, thinking Sparkle was too quiet to be strong. But when a great storm threatened the land, only Sparkle could navigate the flooded roads, saving everyone. The cars realized that strength isn't always loud. From then on, they embraced Sparkle's ways, transforming the land into a cleaner, quieter place. And so, the world learned the power of quiet change. In the enchanted forest of Coinlandia, animals traded shiny pebbles as currency. One day, a wise owl introduced digital leaves, promising easier trade. The animals were skeptical but curious. The squirrel, known for hoarding, embraced the change, while the cautious turtle hesitated. As the digital leaves spread, the forest thrived. But the turtle noticed a problem. The leaves were vanishing. The owl revealed it was a test of trust and cooperation. The animals learned to balance old and new, realizing that true wealth lay in unity and understanding. Like, comment, and subscribe for more magical tales. In a land where stars whispered secrets, a little owl named Luna struggled to sleep. She envied the other animals who dreamt peacefully. One night, a wise old tree told her, "Listen to the stars. They hold the key to restful slumber." Luna listened closely and heard a lullaby that soothed her soul. She realized that peace came from within, not from envying others. From then on, Luna slept soundly, sharing the stars' lullaby with her friends. Like, comment, and subscribe for more enchanting tales. In the enchanted forest of Whimsy Woods, animals gathered every night to share stories. One day, a wise old owl named Oliver discovered a magical tree that connected all creatures through shimmering threads. These threads allowed them to share their experiences and support each other, especially when someone was unwell. When a gentle deer named Daisy fell ill, the forest community rallied around her, sending messages of hope and healing through the threads. Daisy felt their warmth and began to recover. In a twist, the tree revealed it was powered by the love and kindness of the community. Like, comment, and subscribe for more magical tales. In a mystical land, a woman named Ilara faced a daunting challenge: the Ironman Triathlon. She trained with talking animals who taught her resilience. The wise owl whispered secrets of endurance, while the swift deer showed her the path of speed. As the race day dawned, Ilara felt a magical strength within her. She swam through enchanted waters, cycled past whispering trees, and ran alongside cheering creatures. Just as she neared the finish line, she sprouted wings and flew, inspiring all to believe in the impossible. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. In a land of endless steps, a tiny seed named Gengi sprouted. Gengi dreamed of seeing the world beyond the grasslands. One day, a magical wind lifted him high into the sky. He soared over mountains and rivers, spreading his roots far and wide. As he grew, animals and plants from distant lands gathered around him, creating a vibrant forest. But Gengi realized he missed his humble beginnings. He returned to the steppes, bringing with him the wisdom of the world. The forest thrived, teaching all that true strength lies in unity and understanding. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. In a hidden valley, a silver flute lay forgotten. It was said to grant wishes to those pure of heart. A curious fox found it and played a tune, wishing for endless food. Suddenly, the valley filled with fruits and nuts. But the fox realized it was too much to handle alone. He shared with the animals, learning the joy of giving. As the flute's magic faded, the valley remained bountiful, teaching the fox that true wealth is in sharing. The twist? The flute was never magical. It was the fox's kindness that transformed the valley. Like, comment, and subscribe for more enchanting tales. In a mystical forest, a wise old owl named Dr. Hoot discovered a magical pond. This pond could reveal secrets hidden within creatures. One day, a worried rabbit approached Dr. Hoot, fearing a dark cloud inside him. Dr. Hoot used a drop of the pond's water, and it revealed tiny glowing stars, showing the rabbit was healthy. The twist? The pond's magic came from the stars above, teaching that sometimes answers lie within us, just like the stars in the sky. Like, comment, and subscribe for more enchanting tales. In a hidden valley, animals discovered a magical spring that bubbled with warmth from the earth's core. Curious, they gathered around, feeling the gentle heat. The wise owl explained it was geothermal energy, a gift from the earth. The animals decided to harness this energy to light up their forest. They built tiny turbines and pipes, working together in harmony. As the forest glowed, they realized the warmth also healed their ailments. But one day the spring stopped. The owl revealed it was a test of unity. Their teamwork had kept the spring flowing. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. In a land where the twilight breeze sang a melody, a young fox named Finn discovered a flute that echoed the wind's song. Each night he played, and the forest danced. One evening, a wise old owl warned him, "Play with care, for the breeze holds secrets." Ignoring the advice, Finn played louder, and the breeze turned into a storm, scattering the forest creatures. Realizing his mistake, Finn played a gentle tune, calming the storm. The forest returned to peace, and Finn learned the power of harmony. Like, comment, and subscribe for more enchanting tales. Once a curious owl named Hoot stayed awake all night, pondering where the sun went. As the stars twinkled, Hoot flew across the forest, asking every creature. The wise old turtle said, "The sun hides behind the mountains." The mischievous fox whispered, "It plays with the moon." Hoot was puzzled until the sky brightened. Suddenly, the sun peeked over the horizon, casting golden rays. "Ah, it dawned on me," Hoot exclaimed, realizing the sun simply rested. From then on, Hoot learned that sometimes answers come with patience. Like, comment, and subscribe for more enchanting tales.
What if a cat could cast spells? This isn't just any hat. It chose Mino for a reason. But this power comes with a price. The hat reveals a dark secret. Only one can wield its magic. Others will fight for its power. Mino must choose wisely. Can a cat outsmart a wizard? The battle begins with a bang. But the hat holds more than magic. An ancient curse lies within. Mino faces a terrifying choice: to embrace the hat's power, or to risk losing everything. In a moment of bravery, Mino decides. The shadows are vanquished. A new era of magic begins. But the hat's secrets remain. And Mino's adventure has only just begun.